Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. We moved a little bit, and look who's behind us. Donald Trump in the White House.
And they're snug as a bug in a rug.
Nice to see you, Donald.
Lovely tree.
Hopefully we can visit at some point, maybe on this trip. We'll see. Now let's get started some more news tidbits. First, Brad Calipari. There's been some talk on the internet that he's doing well in practice, and the question is, will Brad Calipari play more? He says he hopes to get meaningful minutes this year. Will Brad Calipari play at UK?
If you had asked me a couple games ago, I said maybe, but last time we saw him, the other team went on an 11-0 run, and he got burnt and looked so lost. So I'm hesitant to put Brad out there.
I think Cal's given him his chance, and he just hasn't been able to actually make it happen. So I actually don't think it's going to happen. UK football got some different news when defensive lineman Tyler Bentley's taken off the word commitment from his Instagram and Twitter, and he visited Pitt, and there's some talk that he may end up at Pitt. Does that disappoint you?
You know, this happens in football recruiting, unfortunately. You lose guys right as signing day approaches. But for Bentley, it's a position that Kentucky needs a lot of. He's a defensive lineman, and right now they don't have many. Even talks of going to a 4-3 defense where you need a lot. Losing a D lineman hurts. You got to replace him with one. It does hurt.
D-line has been the weakest part of Mark Stoops' time here since Zadarius Smith. They've got to make that better. So I do actually think it hurts them a little bit. But maybe they have somebody better on the projection. That's what you have to wait and see. Is there potentially somebody better out there that they can get? Now, a place that needs some help is the Yum Center. The general manager of the Yum Center has resigned, so he's going to move on to something else. Some people speculate it might have been a forced resignation. The problem with the Yum Center is continually been the original deal that was part of it. Do you think a new manager can make it better?
I don't think anyone can make anything better in Louisville right now. It's just imploding. The whole city's imploding now. Might have something to do with those $3 basketball tickets. He's just like, I'm over this. I'm out.
Well, there's everything's hit at once. Their debt payments are due. The basketball scandal is making it harder to make money. They're still under the old contract where they can't have enough concerts. That'll at least fix in the next year. But it is a continual problem, and I'm not sure. I don't really necessarily blame the manager. I actually think the people that did the original deals are at fault. But he gets the blame, and we'll see what happens with the next one. Now, LeVar Ball is blaming UCLA for his son's problems. He is taking his son LeAngelo Ball, who'd been suspended by UCLA after stealing sunglasses in China. He's taking him out of school and saying he will no longer play for UCLA. Does this matter, or is it another one of LeVar Ball's blustery antics?
Be careful saying LeVar Ball too close to the White House. Donald will come over and yell at us.
That's true.
It's ridiculous if he thinks LeAngelo Ball is going to play in the NBA. He said he can get him ready better than UCLA can. LeAngelo might as well go ahead and find himself a job somewhere.
LeAngelo Ball is unfortunately the worst of the three Balls. He's the middle one. He's kind of the Jan Brady. But his dad has not helped him at all in this situation. I think being in college is the best thing for him because UCLA was a really good get for him, actually, all things considered. But now he will not play there. A kid who has a bright future is this young man in Harlan. He has built a wooden roller coaster in his backyard. I find it fascinating, Drew. When you look at this thing, it's kind of impressive, and he built it with a summer project.
You know, now that I think about it, maybe a Hey Kentucky segment in my future. I want to go ride on this thing. It looks awesome.
Well, let me ask you. You would trust a handmade wooden roller coaster in Harlan?
In Harlan, yes. Anywhere else, no. But in Harlan, I just feel safe there. He knows what he's doing.
I will say this. If you were going to have a wooden roller coaster built somewhere, I would take Harlan because the initiative it takes to do that. This kid needs a scholarship to college just for doing that. Don't you think?
Definitely. I want to go ride it. Like I said, we got to get a segment set up. If you're watching, kid, call me. Let's do this.
If you invite us, we will come to your house and film. We like it that much. Bad news in Lexington. A fourth restaurant at Fayette Mall has closed, this time the Pub. There's reports that because of all the new restaurants at the new Summit facility, there are too many restaurants on Nicholsville Road. This is now the fourth that has closed within a year. Will there be more?
Yes, and I like the Pub. I hate to see it go, but the Summit is pretty awesome, and it is just killing other parts of town. Gobbling them up as it goes, as it grows.
Yeah, but it's so hard to get in and out of there, isn't it?
But there's like 18 nice restaurants.
Part of the problem is there's too many restaurants in Lexington, period. Yes. And then there's so many of them right there in that one little place. I think that makes it more difficult. But, you know, this is going to continue to happen. Lexington has a really good restaurant scene, but it is losing them left and right. And I'm not sure if it's going to get better anytime soon. And finally, a new survey says that 31% of people in a relationship would break up with their significant other if the significant other spoiled the ending to their favorite television show. Now, I was thinking about this and I was going to make fun of it, and then I realized that there might only be 1 or 2 relationships I've ever had in my life that would have survived that, so maybe I'm in that group.
My girlfriend is addicted to reality TV, and if I spoiled something, I would walk into the room, pack my things, and leave. Because
What is Abby's favorite show?
All the trashy TV. Any of those bad ones on MTV, Teen Mom,
Bad Girls.
any of those where they just fight and yell. That's
She
the one
likes
she
it?
likes. But if I spoiled it, I'm out.
You're
Stuff's
out.
in the yard.
So 31% might be low. I think considering how quickly relationships end, especially for younger people, I'm surprised the number is actually that low. We're going to take a break, and after such an important topic with the White House in the background, we'll be right back. This is Hey Kentucky.